And you have got to say to yourself, hey, look here, man. If you got big picture thinking, you will chart yourself into uncharted territory. Can y'all hear me? It helps you to chart an uncharted territory. You must be able to look beyond the immediate and see the future. You gotta look beyond now and see later what's gonna be done. One of the greatest gifts in the body of Christ is having not just a mind to think, but the ability to stand on some stuff. Let me tell y'all what I mean by that. I am now at a place, and I was saying this to my brother on this morning. I was saying this to him this morning, and then we got back on the conversation tonight. He said, when are y'all church people? Is what he said. He said, when are the church people going to see the big picture? He said, I'm by this church. I'm by this church. I go to it when I'm home, if I get home. He said, everyone, this is what he said. He said, everyone should fear, he said, everyone should become fearful of becoming mentally clouded and obsessed with falsity. And I'm like, okay, I can buy that. He said, if you desire to seize new opportunities, and new horizons, maybe people won't be so negative. I begin to laugh, y'all, because when you really got a clear mind that you want to grow, you never strive for certainty. Did y'all hear me? See, you gotta move and you gotta understand that big picture thinkers are comfortable with ambiguity. So we don't force observations. We think broad. Did y'all hear me? God is getting ready, and I'm getting ready to conclude because I got to get ready for tomorrow. I got 2 Power Pack services, and I got to make sure that I'm ready for the week that I have, because God has something very powerful for me to do. People fail forward to succeed. That's what my leader taught me. He taught me that. I'm gonna be honored to actually be on a phone conversation with him on the 16th, and I'm going to be speaking 15 minutes. I just found out today, and this is what I got. This is what I got, and I pray that y'all receive this. And this is what I'm going to say Wednesday to how many thousands of people that's going to be on this call. I'm going to say, to become a good thinker, not only do you see the big picture, you need to learn from every experience. Did y'all hear what I just said? You got to learn from every experience. When you think big, it will broaden your outlook. Y'all with me? I think, and I believe, hear me, you got to have a teachable spirit. You got to have a teachable spirit, which means that you got to have an attitude, a mindset that begins to say, no matter how much I know or think I know, I can learn from a situation. Stay with me. This kind of thinking, come on. When you have that kind of thinking, it will turn every adversity into advantage. Here's where I'm going to close today. I'm going to be apostolic. I'm going to be a 1-point close preacher. You must turn your adversaries and your adversities into advantages. Did y'all hear what I said? The honorable prophet himself is on the line. Prophet Cornelius Williams. He will use this tomorrow in his church, and his church will go into a frenzy. Let me say it again. Remove your adversity and your adversaries and change them into advantages. It's going to make you a winner during some of the most difficult times. Okay? I got to get off of here. Whether you think positive or negative, you got to see the big picture. I love illusions. I love illusions. Some people, they post in false evidence appearing real. Some people want you to believe a certain thing that's not even true. They're good at master manipulating for you to think a certain thing and can be wrong as two left shoes. But when you have, hear me, when you have a good mindset, you'll move and you'll have the potential that you want to learn. When you have big picture thinking, you allow all the small things. It's like the little small foxes. And hear me, when you think big, you're a risk taker. You're a water walking person. You take a lot of chances. And hear me, you don't always win the first time. Sometimes you gotta lose in order to win. I was laughing with my daughter today. Today, once I finished with my classes, my calls, and some other things I was doing, I had to go to see my daughter play volleyball. And when she came back in, she got a Hoover board for Christmas. All right, she got this Hoover board, and me with my crazy self, hear me, my crazy self, got on the Hoover board. Got on it with no assistance. Nobody told me how to ride it. But I got on it. And immediately when I didn't know if I push my feet down, if I push it down too far, my body gonna lean up and I'm gonna fall off. First time, can I tell y'all something? Fail. Got back on it. Second time, I leaned back too far. Fell on my back. But the third time I got on, I said, no, she said, before I got on the third time, she said, let me show you. I said, no, because if you show me, it's going to take the fun out of me learning. Now, I'm in my living room. New cocktail tables, new end tables, all kind of new furniture, all kind of stuff. Failed the third time. I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong. Maybe my weight is off. Maybe I'm too big. Maybe this is only for small people. I don't know. And then I began to watch her. And she began to ride it. She began to turn. She began to do certain things. And I'm saying to myself, maybe if I don't put too much pressure, I might get over and I might win this. Watch this. The big picture was not to see me fall again, risking embarrassment. I had to learn from the experience of falling so I can gain the insight to know how to forever ride. I think y'all missed it. I got on it that last time. And when I tell you, I got on it, I slowly moved, slowly. Some of us, we want to put the pedal to the metal and go fast. But when you got big picture thinking, you'll start slow and pick up speed as you go. And when you want to desire and broaden your thinking and you want to see the big picture, sometimes you got to seek the right counsel who knows how to help you. In this case, it was a 12-year-old girl. Y'all ain't saying nothing. To be able to tell me, if you put too much pressure, you're going to fall. If you lean too forward, you're going to go too fast. You pull back too far, you're going to fall on your back. You got to have the right speed. You got to know exactly how to put your feet. You got to know how to momentum. And then I said, okay, so when I started riding, I said, well, how do I turn? The moment I got ready to do it, I did it too fast. Guess what happened? Failed because I wasn't trained. I wasn't qualified to know how to stay on in that level. Y'all missing what I'm saying. When you really are a good thinker and you begin to watch, you begin to gain the insight from, hear me, from never allowing anyone to stop you from helping you in a particular thing that you don't know. I had to admit what I knew and what I did not know. I knew how to read scripture, but I didn't know how to ride a Hoover board. Are y'all listening to me? And I had to be able to broaden my horizon, broaden my mindset to be able to say, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to do it and make it right. Here's where I'm leaving y'all. Musician is playing in E flat. A small man is made up of small thoughts. Write that down. A small man is made up of small thoughts. A small man is made up of small thoughts. If you're going to think big, you got to go against the flow. Society wants to keep us boxed up. To think big, you got to find worlds to conquer. God help me. Your language has got to change. My mother, she's gone home now. But I grew up in a household where we worked hard. And my mother told me every day, and she made me believe every day, that anything was possible. Are y'all listening to me? So we always celebrated big picture thinking. That's all I ever knew. Not arrogant, not confident, but I was taught a certain value, a certain code of ethics. I was raised and reared a certain way. And I'm telling you, every day in my house, it was a lesson that had to be learned. I'm going to close here. How important is it to keep learning, growing, and looking at big pictures? If y'all desire to be a good thinker, you got to make sure that you move from being the small man made up of small thoughts to becoming the big man made up of big thoughts. So I thank y'all, because my brother, he can tell you, he got me going. And when he got me going, man, it like just like totally messed me up, because this ain't a person that like to talk about stuff like this. This is a person who will tell me every reason why not to believe in this. But he said it best. You gotta have big thinking. And if you have big thinking, big thoughts, it'll change your life to make you know that you'll overcome and conquer whatever it is that you're called to do. This is my time. This is my Saturday night special. Y'all know I ain't on here by now. Y'all know I'm trying to have my head in the Bible somewhere to teach and train and get what I need to get. All right. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I gotta go. The people are working with me to get some things done. So I got to get back to the team, because again, as I say, you got to make sure you got big picture thinking. Love y'all. Have an amazing weekend. Have church tomorrow. Y'all will see me tomorrow, probably about 10 o'clock. Amen. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to y'all about something different than big picture thinking. Yeah, I snuck this in on you, darling. Love you. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Have an amazing evening.